Hi guys! It's me again, Bikolanahardinera, and welcome sa ating channel! So for today's video guys is I will do a repotting for my bird's nest fern or the Asplenium nidus. This is my more than a year old bird's nest fern. Yes. I will repot it using a white pot that I bought yesterday in from IKEA worth $15. Nakaluwag-luwag si Bikolanahardinera. So, meron tayong new pot. Okay, so before that guys, I will give you some tips on how to propagate, not that much, and how can we grow our bird's nest fern in healthy form. So bird's nest fern, for me, I consider them as one of the easiest endurable plant to care for. Okay, so for soil, I use well-draining soil, of course, as they love to be in a soil that is well-draining. That consists of, for me, I use cocoa peat soil, the regular potting soil mix, and perlite. I just mix them together, and that's it. That's my soil mixture, and this is the sample guys. So this is a mixture of a cocoa peat fibers, the processed coconut husk, and a perlite, and a potting soil mix. Okay, next is the pot. Always consider, if you're a beginner for planting, or as a gardener, hobby gardener, you always consider to use a pot that has draining soil, holes on the pot. So use pots with holes. But this one, I'm upgrading my skills in gardening, so I'll be using a pot that doesn't have a drainage hole, but I'm planning to put a hole on it, but it's quite thick, so it would be hard for me to put holes on it. So this is the trick. We will use this one to water, to know when and how to water our plant without drainage hole by using a moisture meter. So we discuss about the soil and the pot. Next is watering. So this fern do love to be 50-50, meaning 50% dry, 50% moist. That's the time you can water them. So for me, if the moisture meter indicates into the middle part before the dry and the moderate, that's the time I water them. So with this size, I water them once a week, as they love to be in a moist soil. And also in watering, there is a technique. You need to water them. I'll just put it up. Okay, for you to see, you need to water them just around the tip or the rim of the pot. Do not water them. Don't water them at the nest. This is the nest part of the fern, wherein a new frog leaf growing. Don't water them on the center. Just water them around the pot. Okay? Yeah. Next is light. Okay. So bird's nest fern can tolerate a full sun. So it is best to put them in a filtered sunlight position, or in a shady part position inside the house. Yan. even morning sun, they doesn't like it because it will just burn the leaves. And of course, since it is an indoor plant, as I've said, always do misting. Wait that. From my manual spray bottle, recycled one, I bought this one to water or to mist my indoor plants. This one. This is a pressure sprayer. Easy to use, but it's a bit heavy, so just put half of it when you're doing a misting, and you will just adjust the knob here for just a misting for our plant indoor. Okay, so I do mist my bird's nest fern once a week for summer and twice a month for winter season. And also for the fertilizer, guys, I always use a water-soluble fertilizer for my indoor plants. I don't use the pellets or the granule ones or the slow-release fertilizer, as they sometimes affect the growth and the roots of our ferns. So just use a water-soluble fertilizer for them. This one I decided to repot, as it's now bigger. The plant is bigger than the pot, so I will use this size for them. So it's quite fit and it's perfect, I guess. So that's why I decided to repot it. But you can repot your ferns once every 2 years. As the bigger size for this one is 2 meters in height. For house plant, but in wild they grow as 5 feet. So it's big. But when you just plant this one indoor, it will just grow at least 2 to 3 feet. So we can minimize the size when just planted in a pot indoor. Next, guys, is I will discuss about the common problems that we can encounter when growing our bird's nest fern. Most common problem for this one is browning of the tip. Tip meaning tip or edges of the fern leaves turns brown. The cause of that one is late watering, or you forget to water your bird's nest fern and it's already too dry for the soil to recover, so it turns into browning of the tip. Next one is yellowing of the leaves. Yellowing of the leaves may cause over watering. So as I've said, I water my bird's nest fern 50-50, 50% dry and 50% moist. So they doesn't like to be super dry before watering. They love moist actually, but not wet. There's a difference between wet and moist. Moist is the one that they like, but wet they doesn't like. So better use a pot with a drainage hose. And next is molds. And the last common problem for our bird's nest fern is molds molds around the nest. As I've said, this one, the center is the nest of the bird's nest fern. The molds on the center causes when you water them directly in the middle. So don't water them in the middle, just water them outer part or side part of the pot. And one more thing, guys, do not touch the new sprout leaves, as they might be deformed when they are fully grown, or they will not grow at all. So better watch out. Don't touch the center part or the newly sprouted leaf on the center of our bird's nest fern. Then next, guys, is the propagation. Until now, I'm still learning and studying on how to propagate the bird's nest fern. As the professional gardeners saying that propagating bird's nest fern is a bit difficult. So I'm not trying yet, but I've seen a video that they just get the under brown and powdery part here, the back of the leaves. Since mine do have lots of it, so I'm still studying how to get this one off and propagate them into one. But they simply telling that as just a hobby gardener, propagating this fern is not possible. So better luck next time. So ayun, guys, let's repot them now and see if the pot that I have here fits the fern perfectly. Ta-da! There you go, guys. This is my new setup of indoor plants. My bird's nest fern at the middle and my 2 potted white anthuriums on the side. So they are my new setup for my indoor plants. How was it, guys? They're perfect together, and the pots just beautiful, and they are perfect together. So if you enjoyed my video, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Bikolanahardinera, and click the bell button for more updates on my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye. Mwah!